Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to use a cookbook template in Canva. So let's say you purchase a template in Canva and you want to know how to find your way around it, right? It can be a travel guide template, it can be a cookbook template, it can be an evergreen template. So I want to show you the strategy to use to format or reuse any template in Canva and make it your own, make it original to you. Alright, so if you're interested, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's dive into the video for today. So I made a template recently, alright, on Canva, a cookbook template, and this video is to guide people who will be needing to purchase this template so they can use it to make their cookbook interior stand out. Alright, it's not the best of the templates, but I assure you it has made my work very easy. It has made my work very easy. So I'm going to show you how to use this template in today's video. So the first thing we're going to do, right, when you purchase a template, the first thing to do is not to edit inside of the template. Right? You don't want to start editing inside of the template. The template is yours. So this is what I'm going to do if I'm the one who purchased a template. Alright, so the first step is to create a blank Canva page that I'm going to use. Right? So in case you're wondering how to create it, just click on these three dots. Create a design. Custom size. Make sure it's in inches. Alright, so let's say you want to create 6x9 cookbook. I'm going to put 6.125. Always make space for margin. 9.25. Always make space for margin. Whenever you're creating a Canva file, a Canva interior, whether for travel guide, for cookbooks, always include margins in it. Alright, if not, your work will get rejected. I can assure you of that. So I'll click on create new design. Okay, so that's that. So once you have created your interior, your pages in Canva, the next thing you want to do is to duplicate. Alright, you want to duplicate, have as many as possible. Then you want to copy and drop these things into your new Canva file. Alright, you want to copy and drop them. So let's say, for example, you want to start with this part of the template. So you want to highlight all, Ctrl C, come to your newly created Canva file and paste it. Alright, you add another page, you go back again, copy, and then you paste it. So you add another page, you go back again, you copy all, and then you paste it. So the advantage of doing this is because if you start editing inside of this template and you make a mistake, alright, it's going to be difficult to return the template how it originally was, because the template is your own, right? You have bought it. If you make a mistake that cannot be corrected, it means you have damaged that template. So to keep the template intact, alright, just copy out some of the things you need, paste it in your own file, and start editing there. So whenever you make a mistake, you can just delete that particular page and repeat the process. That's just the general idea. Alright, you delete that particular page and repeat the process. Alright, so I'll copy out everything, including the table of contents. I'll copy it out, even though I know my table of contents will change. Alright, I'll just copy it out. Okay, I'll copy it out. Your table of contents will change, of course. I'll copy it out. Then add page. Let's just add a lot of pages. Alright, so now next thing is to copy out the introduction. Copy it out, come here and paste it. Open another page. Now you have copied out your introduction. We want to start inputting our own text, right? This table of contents, we'll come back to it later. I'll show you how I was able to craft my own table of contents. Alright, and even show you how to link it. I will make sure it's brief. Like I said, I have a crash course on how to use Canva. This video is just to show you how to edit a template. okay, not necessarily how to use Canva. All right, so I will show you how to quickly do that. All right, if we have the time to do that. So we have our introduction. Okay, so I'm sure that by now you already have your content from ChatGPT ready. As you can see, I have my introduction already. ChatGPT has given me my content. I have pasted it on my Google Docs, right? So make sure you have your content already. Your content is ready to use. Don't copy from ChatGPT straight to Canva. Paste all your content. Get all your content on one. You can see my chapter 1 already. Everything is here. Everything is intact. Okay, so I'm going to copy out this. Let's assume this is my introduction, right? So no need to change this introduction title. Just this part I need to change. I will come here. I'll come right here. I'll copy out the things I need from my own introduction. Now you can't copy everything at once, obviously. You can't copy all at once. You can't copy all at once. All right, so I'm going to double click into this and paste in my own introduction, some part of my introduction, right? So I'm already editing the template already. So I want to, you see this margin line? There's a margin line that you are seeing around my Canva page, this dotted line. If you notice, you see that my text is not touching that margin line. So make sure it is exactly the same with yours. Don't allow your text touch this margin line. If not, your book will get rejected. Same thing with the margin line below here. You can see the margin line below. So make sure the text does not touch it. So I want to cut out this text so that it doesn't touch this margin line. And for me, this is the best place to start cutting it from here. It's fitting. So what I'm going to do, I will select this part and cut it out. Ctrl X. I'll cut it out. So as you can see, make sure the text box does not touch the margin line. Whatever you do, let this margin line have its space. All right, so what else should I do now after copying this out? Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this page, delete this introduction, and paste that part I copied out, and then drag it up, position it up. Are you seeing? So remember that our introduction is not done, right? So we'll go back to our text document Y0.18. So start copying from here again. All right, we'll start copying from here again. So I will be stopping at every subtitle. I will stop at every subtitle. So from subtitle to subtitle is what I will be copying from. I'll copy. I'll go back to my file, right, and then I'll paste. So you can see Y0.18. So this particular one should stop here, right, so it doesn't touch the margin. Okay, so let's copy out. Another way to copy this out, like you can see now, it's too long. Another way to copy this out without wasting your time clicking and dragging, is to hold down Shift key and page down. Shift key plus page down on your keyboard. All right, and then you Ctrl X to cut. So as you can see, space. There's space between my text and the margin on all sides. Then I'll duplicate the page. All right, I'll duplicate it, double click into it, and paste that part that was copied out, that was cut out. Okay, then I'll move it up. I'll check down. All right, we're good to go. So this is how to reuse a template. So this is what you keep doing for all the text. This is what you keep doing for all your text. So now let's look at the most important part for me. The most important part of this template is the part where we put in our recipes. All right, so the part where we put in our recipes. So I'm going to show you exactly how to go about editing this. Very simple. So let's copy out this. I'll copy this out. This is from the chapter 4. I'll just highlight everything like usual. Copy, go to this place and paste it. All right, it's going to appear here. All right, so you can call this maybe your chapter 2. Then you open another page. Okay, go back here. Now let's copy out this. Let's copy out this and then let's edit it. So I'll copy everything. Are you see what I'm doing? Just dragging my mouse over it. Ctrl C to copy. Come back here. Ctrl V to paste it. So it's going to paste the next thing to do is to change the images. All right, so I want to change this particular image that is here right now. All right, so I'll click on the image, I'll go to upload. So you must have downloaded your images already into your system. Okay, there are free sites to download images from. Yes, Pixels, yes, Pixabay, Unsplash. All right, maybe I will leave the link in the description below. So let's assume you want to use this particular image, or if you are watching me right now, you don't know how to use the image option, you have downloaded an image, how do you bring it into Canva? See this upload files, click on upload files, look for the image you downloaded on your system and click open. That's all you just do. It's going to appear on this place here, right here, and when it appears, you can just click on it and then use it. So I'm going to use this particular one. Click on this. All right, let's close this back. So now I'm going to position it. Okay, are you seeing what I'm doing? Position it. You can see those pink lines or purple lines showing, trying to guide me. That purple line is trying to guide me to know when I have reached the edge of my document. I'll stop. All right, then I will drag down and stop at the bottom here. Next thing I'm going to do next is to drag from the inside here. Are you seeing? And stop at the edge here. Beautiful. Now I'm going to bring these two at the front, this shape and this one. I will hold shift. I'm holding my shift key. I'll click on the rectangle, hold shift, click on 2. Then I will right click my mouse, go to layer and bring forward. That's all I'll do. So I've changed the image, right? I will now come here into the recipes, right? Like I said, your content would have been ready by now. Okay, your content should have been ready by now. So let's look at some of the recipes I have on my book already. Let's see some of the recipes. Now we are going to assume, now I'm going to show you how to change. Let's change this image first. Okay, let's change this particular image first. So click on upload, look for a good image. Let's use this one. Then we'll drag using that purple line. I'll drag, then I'll drag down to make sure the one below is not showing. Good. I'll right click, layer, send backward, and you are done. It's as easy as this. This is how easy it is to edit this template, right? I hope you are learning. Now let's change this ingredient, and direction will remain the same. All right, it will have to remain the same. Don't tamper with this. As you can see, I left it in a different, it's on a different text box from this text. All right, so now let's put in our ingredient instruction, or you can change this direction to instruction, depends on you. Now let's say, for example, that your ingredient is much. Let's say you have a lot of ingredients. This is just an example. So let's say, for example, you have a lot of ingredients, right? You have a lot of ingredients. Okay, you want to copy it out. You want to copy it out. Ctrl C. Take it to this place where you have the ingredients. Double click and paste. Now, as you can see, when I pasted it, it is too long, right? This is just an example. So let's say your ingredient is too long and is overlapping, it's coming out of the shape. What do? Select all of them and just reduce the size. Reduce the size of your text. That's all. Let's check 12. Let's check 13. So 13 is too much. Let's check 12.5. Still too much. So select all again. Let's check 12.2. Beautiful. So that's all you just have to do. Basically, this is all you have to do. This is all you have to do. So whenever your ingredient size is too long, you can go ahead and reduce the size. Reduce the size. Also notice this margin line. Notice that my texts are not touching it. Your shape and images can overlap. Alright, they can touch it. That's why we added margin. That's why I added 1.25 and 0.25 to the dimensions, right? But don't let your text touch it. Your shapes can touch it, but your text should not touch it. This margin here, your text should not touch it. So how do you bring out the margin in case it's not showing in yours? How do you bring out this margin? You can, I think there's a space called settings. Yes, file, settings, show margin. So make sure it's checked out. Show rulers too should be checked out. All right, so that's all there is. Now, in case you are wondering how this dot came about, don't tamper with the dot. Leave the dot the way it is. All right. Whenever ChatGPT gives you your ingredients, all right, and it comes with a dot. Let's say you paste from ChatGPT and it came with its own dot. Right? It came with its own dot. Always remove it. Remove the dots or the numbers that ChatGPT gives to you. Remove it. Make sure there is no number or there is no dot on the ingredients. But on these instructions, there can be numbers there. You can leave these instructions the way it is. Just copy it out. Go to your template, select all of them, Ctrl A, Ctrl V to paste. So it will paste it, and you are good to go. You are good to go. You will have no problem. Then with the title, you will see the title of your this thing, veggie packed egg more. You copy it out, go to your templates, blah blah blah. You paste it. So make sure it does not overlap with the margin. You paste it. So there's prep time, there's serving. All right, so that's all. You can ask ChatGPT, you can prompt ChatGPT to give you prep time and servings and all those things, number of servings and prep time. You don't need to include all these nutritional facts in the template. All right, you must not include it in your template. Just the prep time and the number of servings is enough. All right, usually that's what I use in my own template. I don't bother myself with all this. It's just more work for me. So basically that's what I'm going to do throughout. All right, so that's the end for the video on how to use the Canva templates. I don't think there's anything else. Okay, now let's look at the table of contents. Table of content. So this is a text, obviously, right? This is a text, and when you are developing your content from ChatGPT, it's going to give you your table of contents. So the same way you edited this particular introduction, right, is the same way you are going to edit your table of contents. You will paste it inside of it. All right, if you check my own table of contents right now from ChatGPT, I had to even format it. Like I had to, when I pasted the table of content from ChatGPT, I had to come inside here and start breaking everything down. I had to do this manually on my document first of all. I had to break everything down this way. As you notice that there's no hyphen coming from ChatGPT. Those hyphen that come from ChatGPT, I removed them. If there are hyphens from ChatGPT on your table of content, remove them. Edit your table of content on your Word documents. As you can see my own, this is me editing my table of content, making sure there will be nothing that will hinder when I paste it in my Canva. So format your table of content in your Word documents, then you can go ahead and paste it one after the other. All right, if you have not formatted it, those ChatGPT additions, asterisks, hyphen, blah blah blah, remove all of them. Let it be formatted. Like edit it yourself here, then you can now start copying and pasting them into your template. So you just double click and paste it. That's all you just do. Then this particular part is with hyphen. As you can see, is hyphen in place. This was done manually. That's the disadvantage of using Canva actually, right? Your table of content will be done manually by yourself. It's not automatic. You have to copy and paste your table of contents by yourself. Okay, yeah, so you can then go ahead to link it. After you have done formatting your table of contents, right, you have put in the numbers. Where each number should be, right? You can go ahead and link it to the pages. So let's say my chapter 1 now. Let me look for my chapter 1. Let's see where my chapter 1 started on this template. So my chapter 1 is number 17 here. As you can see, my chapter 1 is number 17. So I'll go back to my table of contents. Let's say I want to now link it now, right? I'll go back to my table of contents. I will select this chapter 1. I'll select the chapter 1. Alright, you can choose select everything. So always format your table of contents first. Make sure you have formatted it, then you start linking them to the particular pages. So how do you link it? Very simple. Select it, right? You see this option coming out here. So you click edit link. Are you seeing edit link? So we have chapter 17 or page 17. Put in page 17 here and select that particular page 17. And then make sure you remove the underline. Coming for this 3 dots icon here, click on it and remove the underline. Okay, so that way when you select chapter 1, you can just click and then it takes you to the chapter 1. So that's basically all you just do. Okay, so there's no much magic to it. No magic at all. No magic at all. Alright, so select the particular number, look for this edit link, look for this where you see edit link here. Alright, sometimes it's going to be difficult to find. What I do is I hold down control on my scroll wheel, okay, or reduce the size, reduce the zooming in or zooming out before you can see this option. This option most times it hides a lot. I don't know why Canva does this. It hides a lot. So what I do is I sometimes have to slide this up and down to look for it before it comes out. Because if you zoom in now, you might not see it. It might be hidden. You won't see it, as you can see. So you have to most times zoom out to look for it, and then you can now see it. Alright, so edit link. You look for the particular number where chapter 3 started from. So let's say chapter 3 is number 70. Alright, let's say my chapter 3 started from page 18, right? I'll click on edit link. Did this enter a link or search? Enter a link or search. I'll click on it and put in the page where the chapter 3 is, and then select 18, right? Next thing I'm going to do after doing that, instead of clicking done, don't click done yet. Click on this 3 dot icon and remove the underline. If you don't remove the underline, it's going to underline the text. So remove the underline. We don't want the underline. It's not going to look professional. So we can now go to the chapter 18 and then look for our chapter 3. So I hope you have gotten value. This is the end of the how to use templates, right? Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be seeing you in my next video.